What's up, old school wrestling fans? This is going to be my review of WCW main event from the 1st of March 1992. So this is the post Super Brawl 2 edition of the main event with plenty of fallout. So you have Missy and Tony joined by JR as they look at what happened on the pay-per-view and the fallout, and Missy and Tony compete for the microphone and for attention, with good old JR stuck in the middle. The opening match is Big Josh against Vinny Vegas with Harley Race. That's right, with Lex Luger WWF/WBF bound. Harley Race has a new project, lucky him. So there was actually legitimate heat between these two behind the scenes. Certainly on Josh's end, at least, he seemed to have a real issue with Nash. This is according to Nash on his new podcast, Click This. So that's something to look out for. People forget what a solid worker Matt Bourne was. Bourne, who played Josh, was a future Doink the Clown, of course. Vegas and Josh exchange blows. Vinny takes over after a big foot in the corner, and he gets a 2 count off a splash in the corner. The big man grounds the match with a chin lock before hitting a gut wrench for a 2. Josh comes back with a nice belly-to-belly suplex. Vegas hits back with an elbow, but then looks like a flipping jobber running into 3 Josh boots in the corner. Come on, Vinny, get with it. Josh builds momentum with a short arm clothesline off the middle rope and a running forearm. With the ref tied up, Race tosses Vegas a roll of dimes, because of course he does, and Vinny uses them to knock Josh out and steal the win. I'll give the match 2 stars. The Freebirds have a new identity. They're now going by the new Freebirds, and they have turned face. Not quite the same as a heel. They're much better heels, but they make their tag title ambitions known to the world. Next up, the Fabulous Freebirds are in action, and they take on the heel team of Tommy Rich and Richard Morton. Morton and Rich have both seen better days, but still make for decent heels, playing off the Freebirds, who whip the crowd up quite nicely, something they do whether they're heels or faces. The Birds dominate the early stages, with Hayes getting the better of Morton. The heels take over off the ring, or cutting off the ring, I should say, on Garvin, and double teaming with an illegal tag. Classic tag team wrestling. Garvin sells nicely for a good few minutes before making the hot tag. Hayes comes in with fast fists, but is double teamed by Morton and Rich. Garvin helps out with a double clothesline on the heels. After a Rich roll-up, Garvin hits a DDT. Not as good as his partner's, but it sets up the pin for Hayes. I'll give this 2.5 stars. Not too bad, quite watchable. And then the main event of the show is Cactus Jack against Dustin Rhodes, and these two are really building quite the rivalry in WCW, and they go full power in this feature attraction. Jack has a cool action movie style hairband, which I totally marked out for, or headband I should say. They exchange hard blows. Dustin is fired up. Jack misses a charge in the corner, hitting his arm on the post. This leads to the natural focus on the arm throughout the match. Jack stays in the match, but is taken down in an armbar. The two fight outside. Dustin tastes the guardrail, and Jack hits the ring post, so sort of 50-50 on that one. Dustin returns to the arm with good sound wrestling, grounding the Wild Man. Everything looks realistic in this one. They rape each other's eyes. Dustin misses a crossbody and takes a sick bump to the outside, so trying to outbump bump Jack. Jack goes for broke, but misses an elbow off the apron onto the floor for another heavy fall. Rhodes also misses a move outside. Both men are counted out, but there will be future matches. They brawl post-match. I really enjoyed this. I'm going to give it 3 stars. That's the main event of the main event, so pretty tidy stuff. And my updated top 10 rankings for after this edition, well, I'm going to put the wild man himself, Cactus Jack, on top of the pile. He's really been making an impression in recent weeks, so he's number 1. Bobby Eaton's still in the top 2. Number 2, Arn Anderson, his partner, at 3. The All-American Ron Simmons at 4. Ravishing Rick Rude, the US champ, at 5. Dustin Rhodes at 6. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat at number 7. Flying Brian Pillman at 8. Sting, the new world champion, at 9. And Rick Steiner completes the top 10. So that's the main event for this week. Thank you for listening, and I'll be back with more old school retro WCW from 92 soon as we build up to the next big pay-per-view, which is the War Games itself at Wrestle War 92. So that'll be coming up soon. My review of that. Let me know what you thought of this in the comments. Like and subscribe as always. Share me out on social media and keep watching old school wrestling. I'll be back with more again soon. Thanks guys. See you soon.